Chun and welcome to Eurogamer. My name's Ian Higton and I'm a little bit differently lit today, and I'll go into that the reason for that in a bit. But welcome to Eurogamer. Today the stream is a little bit different because instead of playing a game, I am going to be streaming a brand new console, and that console is this, the Gaime. Right, listen, it's pronounced, or it's written really weird, and none of us have kind of worked out how it's pronounced. I think it's game, but if I bring up, hold on, my little extra camera here, there you go. Right, let's have a look here. So there it is, the Gaime plug and play gun for modern displays. This is a set of light guns licensed by Bandai Namco that includes not only Time Crisis but 3 other games as well: Point Blank, Steel Gunner and Steel Gunner 2. This is the ultimate pack that Games sent for me to try out on stream, and as you can see, it comes with 2 guns, a bonus kit which has this excellent diorama thing here that I built. It's quite cool, isn't it? You know, if you've got space on a shelf, it's pretty cool anyway. It also has like a badge and a key ring in there as well. And there's also a pedal for Time Crisis accurate popping out of cover. Now, before I get playing any of the games, I'm going to show you around the kit and have a little chat about whether or not this thing is worth buying. I think it's going to be down to personal preference. There are definitely positives and negatives about the game plug and play. Positives wise, the gun here is very cool. Let's take a close-up look at the gun. So this is arcade colored, this gun, and as you can see, let's just get it in focus here. It's got Time Crisis on the side, the game gun. You've got an A button on one side. That icon there is for coins, so that is how you enter the coins of the arcade machine. Sorry about the flickering in the background there. That's because I'm moving the gun, and I think it thinks my curtains are the TV screen. You've got recoil on or off. One of the minus points that arcade fans might be, swayed into not buying this gun for is that it doesn't have that clickety-clackety recoil thing. The top slide of the gun doesn't move when you fire it like the arcades do. Instead, it's got an internal vibration. So, you know, standard kind of vibration controller vibration, but, for the recoil instead of a big clickety-clackety motion. You've also got the Time Crisis logo on the gun here, and on the opposite side again, Time Crisis. You've got a pause button, which I'll show you what the pause button's for later, and a B button as well. The camera itself is put in the barrel of the gun, but instead of firing a laser beam like the old school light guns did, or in infrared at least, and reading the screen with an infrared beam, this uses some kind of AI to tell the game where you're shooting. And this is one of the biggest negative points that I've heard and experienced, is that the AI stuff doesn't seem to be too accurate. The accuracy of this gun depends a lot on the lighting. Normally, when I'm streaming, I have let's get my camera back up again. I have these 2 lights up, lighting me up. If I put those 2 lights on, this gun just doesn't work. The accuracy turns to crap. And I've seen various reports of people with their TV by windows, and if your TV's by a window and the window's open and sunlight's coming in, that throws the aiming off as well. So you've got to have quite a dark room. I'm currently lit just by a top light, and this kind of seems to work the best for me. Also, distance-wise, I've got a small screen here, 27-inch. You have to be about 1.5 meters away, which is what I am about now. But you have to be further away the bigger the TV. So if you have a very big TV, you're also going to need a lot of space to play this game, or to keep your guns as accurate as possible. That being said, it's still playable, but yeah, even with these conditions, I've had a few accuracy problems, which I'll get into in a bit. But in terms of like the gun model, this is nice and solid. It feels good to hold. I like it a lot. I also like the console itself a lot. Let's bring up the camera again. So the console itself has a very cool design, because it's made, even though these games behind me, they're all the arcade ports of Point Blank and Steel Gunner 2 and Time Crisis and stuff. This case here is designed to look a little bit like a PlayStation 1 CD case, which I really like. It's got the Time Crisis logo on it and the game logo on the side there. It's also got the power button, which you have to hold down for 3 seconds for the unit to turn on, weirdly. There's also a reset, and on the back you've got USB-C power and HDMI out. It's very simple, like it says on the box. It's plug and play pretty much. So big fan of the console. Also really like the pedal. The pedal itself is a nice kind of robust, well-sprung piece of plastic, fairly weighty, got some nice grippers on the bottom so it won't slide around. Got the game logo there, nice grip so your foot doesn't slide off. It works really well, it's really nice. I've been playing this sat down, and just, you know, pushing that pedal works really well. Another great thing is that all these, the guns and the pedal, come with very long cables, which I think is ideal for these types of games. You need, especially when you've got to be like more than a couple of meters away from the TV for a couple of for people with big TVs. So yeah, the gun also nice long it is a nice long cable, but it's wrapped around other cables. Nice long gun cable. The Ultimate Edition that I've got as well. This comes with 2 guns, as I mentioned. Worth pointing out, if you're playing with 2 guns, you can't have the pedal in as well. There are only 2 USB in slots on the front of the box. So you can either play single player with the pedal or 2 players without the pedal. So it's a choice you got to make. But if you've got a friend who can play Time Crisis with, it doesn't matter too much about a pedal. £200 is the price of the Ultimate Edition. The Ultimate Edition comes with the 4 games, the 2 controllers, the 2 gun controllers, the console itself, the pedal, and the little extra diorama and things. A lot of people are also disappointed about the fact that this console only comes with these 4 games, and it doesn't, there are no plans to upgrade it. It doesn't connect to the internet, but I have seen a lot of complaints. As I'm going back to the accuracy again, because this is the biggest complaint about this gun. I've seen a lot of people, a lot of Kickstarter backers who got this, complaining about the accuracy. And according to a Reddit post, someone was on the phone with an employee from Gaime who confirmed that there are firmware updates for the gun and the console in the works to address many people issues many people have having with losing accuracy. Now, another reason why this gun loses accuracy, not just because of lights or screens close by, is because when you start the game, it goes from widescreen to 4:3, and allegedly switching the ratio from 16:9 to 4:3 really cocks up the accuracy, especially on the edges, because you basically, if I run through the calibration settings with you now, you'll see that the calibration is all done widescreen, whereas the games themselves are 4:3. So you got 16:9 for the calibration, 4:3 for the actual games. Something in between goes a little bit weird, and it makes shooting things in the corners feel a little bit awkward. But I'll go through, every time you turn this console on, you have to go through the calibration, and I was told that it's best to calibrate before you play every game as well. And if you have 2 players joining, it's best to, you have to calibrate both guns as well. The calibration process is fairly simple. You just shoot at the targets as they appear on screen. It's a bit laborious because it's very slow. And you have to do it like 8 times, I think. Oh, calibration required again. Why is it? There we go. I'm probably not aiming the best. I found that some of the games work better with like the low accuracy. Steel Gunner and Steel Gunner 2, you have automatic guns, whereas Time Crisis and Point Blank, you really need to be a bit more accurate, which can, be a bit of pain in the ass if you think you're hitting something, but the bullet is going elsewhere. Anyway, let's try Time Crisis first. We'll try each game, and I'll show you how they look and how they play. But we'll see here the console switching to 4x3. It's just Time Crisis 1, yeah, not 2 or 3.
There's been a kidnapping. It's Rachel, the daughter of the president of Cercia.
Cercia.
Get into the castle and rescue Rachel.
Sometime, somewhere, someone is plotting a government overthrow.
Nostalgia.
A small republic is in danger.
Gotta love it.
It's time for the one-man army. Richard Miller. She must be dead by now.
Oh my gosh.
Don't come!
Don't worry, I haven't even started yet.
Since you have traveled so very far, be my guest and let me entertain you.
Lovely evil ginger man, just like me.
Just to be sure.
We can insert coins with the insert coin button. Let's actually skip that, whoops. You shoot a box to select, so we're going to shoot story mode. I'm going to go in and we're going to try some story mode for you all. Bam.
This nation will soon be mine.
So yeah, I mentioned about the possibility of an update in the works to address accuracy problems. Because the game console doesn't connect to Wi-Fi or anything, I'm presuming you're going to have to USB-C this into, like, I don't know, a computer, I guess, to do the update that way. So potentially game could release updates for this which add extra games, like, I don't know, House of the Dead series or something in the future. That'd be pretty awesome. So if I was just playing this casually and not trying out for accuracy, just doing a bit of arcade shooting, because it doesn't matter if you're wasting your monies here too much, because you just put free cash in with the button. You just spam the screen with bullets, reloading. Every time I duck down, it's because I'm taking my foot off the pedal. The pedal is nice and accurate. And obviously you've got all the sound effects and the action and the arcade nostalgia. It's really cool. If you want to play Time Crisis at home on a modern display, this really is one of the only ways you can do it. Aiming down sights, if I aim down sights one eye closed, you can get, it's definitely got a much better deal of accuracy, but I've got this guy dead in my sights. There you go. Ooh. I don't know many people who stand in the arcade and play with one eye closed. Maybe that's how you get the big points, but if you take your time with it and actually, close eye and aim, the accuracy's not too bad. I spent a while. Whoa, danger! Got hit in the face by a crane. I spent a while finessing this setup to get the accuracy as good as possible. I had a mouse, a rainbow flashing mouse just below my TV, which seemed to be throwing off the AI tracking as well, especially when I aimed at dudes at the bottom of the screen. hid that. Turned off my speakers, which also have rainbow effects on. That also helped the accuracy. You've really got to lock down any errant lighting effects or bright lights in your room. This guy was hard to get, even with my eye closed, because he's in the corner of the screen. I definitely find it much more accurate for shooting people in the center of the screen than the corners. The corners are where the accuracy really kind of suffers for this console. But again, if you're not too bothered, you know, you're not chucking a quid in every go. You've got infinite lives. You just want to play Christmas time with your family on the TV. You just spam the bullets out. Doesn't really matter if you get shot or not. You're here for the nostalgia, not the accuracy. I'm just like, you know, shoot one bullet. You can kind of see where it lands and adjust that way. God, I had this on PS1, says Dwayne Dibley. Hello to everyone joining. Sorry I haven't done any shout-outs. Normally I have my comments up on my auto cue, but again, my auto cue was throwing off the accuracy because that is lit up as well, so, or my teleprompter or whatever the hell you want to call it. So I had to make that black. Reload. Reload. So I didn't feel like I'm moving my controller too much there, but occasionally the bullets just kind of appear in a real random place. Not too often, but it's often enough to like be noticeable. Reload. Did I get the chopper? My time has been extended.
Action!
Action! So yeah, I'd say that if you are, if you're interested in buying this, but you're a Time Crisis purist who wants to get the best accuracy every time, I'd wait maybe for a second edition or an update or something that gives you, oh, just dived out in front of a car there, that gives the game a little bit more accuracy. But for those of you who just want a nostalgia and to dick around in front of the TV at Christmas time or whatever, this is pretty cool. I don't know how, but like for 200 quid, 4 games isn't too much. 4 games is a bit expensive for 200 quid, but I would say that the quality of the builds and everything feel good. They don't feel flimsy. They feel quite weighty. Like I said, the pedal works really nicely. The console itself is a cool size. Ouchie. So I'm going to take this to my brother's house for Christmas. And me and my brother are going to play this on his TV when we're drunk and relive some retro arcade memories. And because we're going to be playing it drunk anyway, the accuracy doesn't really matter anyway. It's just going to be cool.
It's a trap! Oh, no!
I want to chat like that. Yeah, because we're going to be drunk anyway, accuracy doesn't matter too much.
Action!
It's just going to be fun to play Time Crisis on the TV at home. These games, let's put some more coins in. These consoles are available to buy from places like Argos and Amazon, I think. But the interesting thing about this game unit is that it was a Kickstarter to begin with, and I think the original Kickstarter goal was about £70,000. And in the end, it got over £850,000. So a lot of people already have these units
The girl's at the
or
top of
have
that
it on the
tower.
way from the Kickstarter
She
campaign.
must be dead by now.
She must be dead by now. And that the Kickstarter lot are where a lot of the complaints I've seen have come from. Reddit threads from the Kickstarter backers and things saying, oh, I'm not happy with the accuracy and everything. So yeah, if you're gonna kickstart back something like this, you're probably like mad into Time Crisis games and stuff. So accuracy is going to be a major concern for you. For someone like me, who's a bit more of a casual arcade player, like I'd stick like a quid in and play it until I died and then wander off. I wouldn't pump coins in and try and get the best points or anything. For me, it's not too bad. Shot that guy in the penis. But yeah, it's definitely worth the whole accuracy issue is definitely worth a second thought when you're chucking a 3-figure amount. There is a cheaper bundle. I'm not sure how much the cheaper bundle is. The cheaper bundle comes with 1 gun, and I don't know if it comes with a pedal. I think it still comes with the 4 games. But either way, it's still 3 figures. Just jumped out of a window. Point Blank, though. Point Blank is where there are a lot of games based on accuracy for Point Blank. Point Blank's like a bunch of shooting mini games. And so some of the harder difficulty levels on Point Blank, when the accuracy isn't spot on and is a bit wibbly wobbly, oof, it's gonna hurt. But I'm having a fun time playing Time Crisis for you all at the moment. Yes, my shots aren't always hitting where I want them to, but like I said, the first hit, if the first hit doesn't go, I could normally use that first hit to get the guy on the second. I got that guy with a headshot straight away though. And I'm not aiming down sights at the moment either, I'm just casually pointing and shooting. So again, if I was to aim down sights, definitely, although on the side, shooting at the side, you see, I'm aiming right on that guy, and my bullet is all the way to the right there. If I aim at this lamp and shoot at the lamp in the center, that's pretty much dead on. So you can kind of see how the screen, the compression of the screen has messed with the accuracy there. Let's see if I can get to the end of the second level before I go on to the next game. So I'm not reading too many comments, by the way. They're quite far away. Such a fun game, but yeah, the aim is broken, says Terry Smolka. He's hoping that the customer service person from Game that the Redditor spoke to was right, and they are working on an update, a firmware update, to kind of sort out these aim issues. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's the only thing really letting it down, apart from the fact that this bit doesn't move when you shoot. I was told at Gamescom, when I tried this out at Gamescom, that the reason that bit doesn't move is because, well, one, it would be quite expensive to make it, to do that on a gun. 2, it adds like a fairly breakable part to the gun. Whereas here, they're pretty solid. You ain't going to break this if you drop it or whatever. And 3, they don't want like kids or whatever to trap their fingers in the sliding mechanism. So I can understand that, even though, yeah, it is a shame that it doesn't have the big clackety. If the aim is not spot on, it's a no for me, says Jose. Yeah, honestly, I would say if you just casually want it to fuck around with at Christmas time, that's fine. But if you are wanting perfect aim, then you should wait for either a version 2, which there probably will be considering the phenomenal success of the Kickstarter. So either wait for a version 2 or keep an eye on the Reddit threads and wait until there's been a firmware update, and then get it. See from other users if the firmware update sorts things out. But it is a very weird kind of design flaw that you'd think they'd have they'd have compensated for in development, but I guess not. There's a couple of weird design things with this, to be honest. Like, when you first turn this on, it brings up a demo of how to plug in the console and turn on the console. And I was like, hold on a minute. I've already plugged in the console and turned on the console. Why are you telling me how to do what I've already done? Also, I need to have the console plugged in for this info thing to even work, so I don't understand. It's a weird design, a couple of weird design choices. But all these weird design choices, they don't take away from the fact that, you know, I am playing Light Gun Time Crisis on a monitor in my living room and not in an arcade. Did it. So I feel like my accuracy is drifted off slightly as I've been playing as well. That's a cool little effect. Oh, it's back again. There's back again. Area 3 clear. Not the best accuracy. They probably could have put the entire console inside the gun, to be honest. The fact that they didn't provide some hope for modding says Nightcap. Hi, Sharudo. Yeah, I mean, like, if people can find out how to mod this thing,
since you have
that opens up a world of possibilities.
Be my guest and let me entertain you.
But obviously, licensed stuff is better. It's the boss area. Oh no, I've got to shoot my lovely ginger friend. No more lives. Don't worry, I've got infinite coins. Well, they shoot hard and fast here. Oh god, he absolutely battered me.
Action!
What are these guys, sailors? Shooting some poor sailors. There he is, down in the corner there. No more lives again. Yeah, I'm getting absolutely battered here at Time Crisis. To the game. He's limping. I've wounded him in the shoulder, in the elbow, yet he is limping. Not sure how that works, but never mind. Shot him in the nuts. Just going for a bunch of nut shots here. Not particularly aiming now. I'm just naturally drawn to shooting dudes in the nuts for some reason. I want to continue. I need to insert some more coins. There you go. Nice and easy to insert the coins. Peeking out of the corner, cheeky. Yeah! Boom! He died! So one of the solutions that I read that was being for the accuracy problems due to the black borders and stuff. One of the solutions I read was potentially having coloured borders instead, and the coloured borders, maybe it will help the AI to tell where is where on the screen. There are no grips there. That is a completely smooth wall. I'm not going to play through to the end though, because I've been streaming now for half an hour, and it's time to show you what the pause button does. So if I hold down, if I press the pause button, it brings up this menu. So I can go and recalibrate the gun by holding down the A button, which is on the side here. But I'm going to press the coin button, hold that down to go back to the game select menu. Let's try out Point Blank. Bring this up. My god, those quiff hairstyles are amazing, says Chitara. They certainly are. Namco! Bamco Namco. Point Blank. So this is a collection of shooting minigames before I play this collection of shooting mini games, I'm going to press the pause button again. I'm going to hold down the A button. And I'm going to run through the calibration once again. Maybe it'd be better or simpler just to do the calibration screen 4x3. I don't know. Either way, something's up. Like, the amount of people in the Reddit threads complaining about the poor accuracy means that there's something wrong. It's not a couple of people's imaginations. Something iffy is up with it. So I've recalibrated it anyway. Unpause. Pop some coins in. Don't shoot the civilians, allegedly. We'll see. I need to press the button A on the side here. Let's start with the 4-stage training mode. And we'll shoot some targets. Don't shoot the hostages. I need to shoot 12 criminals or more. I've got unlimited bullets at 25 seconds. Okay, my calibration seems to have worked pretty badly. No, pretty good. For some reason I couldn't shoot a minute ago, but there we go. Oh, Christ! I killed a lady! But my quota was complete. You have to calibrate for each game, says Gavin. Yes. I guess you don't have to, but when I played this at Gamescom, I was told that it's best to calibrate it for every game. So as you can see, when I talked about this game needing a lot of accuracy, it's true. This is the beginner level, so it's not too bad. Feels like my bullets are a little bit to the left. Very much to the right. In the bottom, again, that was in the corner. Once I get to the corners of the screens, the accuracy's wild. But I passed. Shoot 12 bottles. Sounds easy. I've got 5 seconds to do it. Unlimited bullets. Let's go. 12 bottles. Boom. 21 bottles. I'm a hero. Now, can I shoot the apple off the dude's head? One shot. Hopefully the apple is in the center of the screen, not in the corner. Got it. Nice. So this is the thing, it's like the center-ish parts of the screen I don't really have too much problem with. It's just, yeah, corners. Training clear! What's it want me to do? Try the expert game. I'm not going to try the expert game, I'm afraid. I'm going to go and try... That was the training one. I'm going to try beginner. Game over! Beginners, 16 stage. A couple of very hards in there. Let's shoot some ninjas. Shoot 42 ninjas! Christ. Unlimited bullets. 25 seconds. That's a lot of people to murder. Like Operation Wolf. Oh shit, son. If they could upgrade this. Get some Operation Wolf on the go. Get some proper old school classics. I mean, there were so many light gun games in the past. The possibilities are endless. Oh, nuts! I failed to shoot 42 ninjas. Okay, what about these weird sex octopuses? Shoot 25 octopi in 20 seconds. I want House of the Dead 2. Well, House of the Dead 1, 2, and 3. Oh, fuck. Bomb. Yeah, most of these are staying fairly central, so any accuracy fails there are probably my fault. Did I fail again on that one? Yeah, I did. Shoot 20 bottles. I would want Time Crisis 2. This is Terry Smolka. House of the Dead. Oh, fuck. Arcade games do not care for reading the comments. I always liked the House of the Dead overkill on the Wii, says Gavin. I had a House of the Dead game on the original Xbox. That might have been overkill as well. Shoot 18 targets or more. Okay. Yeah, it's just occasionally a bullet seems to go wide. Oh, so close. Area 51 and a House of the Dead would be sweet, says Tyler Tag. The Alien, the Gun Tooth is Wayne Custom. Oh, Christ, yeah, that'd be awesome. Let's try a very hard one. Whoa, very hard. Shoot 19 criminals, don't shoot any innocents. What's the fun in that? Oh! Why is it only the ladies I'm shooting? I'm so sexist. I should be shooting men as well. Equal opportunities murder. Fuck! There we go, got him. Ah, so close. This is a fun one. All the games on this collection are fun. They are, like... Shoot the numbers in order. 1 to 16. Alright, let's see how accurate we can be here. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, wow. Fairly accurate. I ordered one of these. What's the verdict on the accuracy? Says Back Fandango. It's so just quickly going over stuff I've already talked about. The accuracy is a little bit iffy. A lot of it depends on the lighting in the room. You've got to make sure there's no bright lights anywhere near your screen, like an open window or speakers, PC speakers with rainbow lights on or anything like that. You've got to make sure they're all turned off. That improves the accuracy. So any extra light sources near the screen mess up the accuracy a bit. And also shooting things in the corners. Corners of the screen seem less accurate than the center of the screens, and that's probably due to the fact that these black borders exist when you're calibrating the game in a 16:9 screen. So yeah, accuracy isn't brilliant, but it varies. Sometimes it feels really accurate, and other times you're like, wait, what? Hey, I shot 20 skeletons. Bonus stage. As I've said before, so like if you're a casual light gun gamer who wants to spend Christmas playing a bit of Time Crisis with your family, it's great. You know, you stick it on a TV, have a bunch of ales, cane some mince pies, you're fine. If, however, you're going for ultra accuracy, high scores, arcade pinpoint perfect, it's lacking slightly. if like I'm taking it fairly slow here, and my accuracy isn't too bad. Shit. Although I did kill a guy. Like closing your eye and like aiming like that does make your gun fire a little bit too slow. It's too expensive for a casual gamer, I think, says Jose. It is pretty expensive. You are correct. It is £200 for playing it for Christmas. Ah, good point, Wayne Costin. Playing it at Christmas, no tree lights then. If you were to have a Christmas tree with blinking lights next to your TV, playing this, I think it would fuck up the accuracy. So I had this speaker on. Hold on, I've got the one that doesn't turn on. I had these speakers down by the corner of my TV, and they fluctuate with color. And I had to turn those off. When I turned those off and hid my mouse, which had rainbow colors fluctuating on it as well, that improved the accuracy a lot. All right, that was a little bit of point blank. What are we doing? We're going back to the game select menu. So let's hold the coin button. I'm going to try some Steel Gunner now. I find the Steel Gunner games a bit more forgiving because of the fact that the Steel Gunner games, you basically have an Uzi, like you have infinite ammo gun. You can just hold down the trigger and point, and you can also see the reticle on the screen. So it's a little bit less, the need for accuracy is a little bit less because you can see where you're aiming most times. So, but I am going to pause it and I am going to calibrate the gun before I play the game proper. So you have to, each one you have to shoot 3 times, and you've got to wait for it to do the animation and play the sound. You can't go you've got to really take your time with it. So calibrating the gun is a pain in the ass. You probably, you could get away with not calibrating it in between games, but if you want to keep the accuracy as high as possible, you probably should. Right, unpause. A brutal terrorist group Sturm is here. Oh, there's some fancy footin' terrorists. Anti-terrorist special police. Steel Gunner. Whoa. A life and death battle in the city. These games are awesome, the Steel Gunner games. What is Sturm's ultimate super weapon? It's me! Oh, it's Garcia, a.k.a. and Cliff. Oh. Only 2 soldiers against hundred of terrorists. I'm sure they'll be fine with infinite ammo. Seems like you might have to recalibrate it if you move at all too, says Nightcat. Oh, absolutely. If you move position, you probably need to recalibrate. I was told off when I tried this out at Gamescom because I kept... There's one game where you have to point off screen to reload. I can't remember what it is. Maybe it's House of the Dead. And I kept doing that, like muscle memory, and they were like, no, don't do that, because like it'll cock up the calibration if you keep doing it. So again, you kind of got to keep the gun in the direction your game is. Let's put some coins in. I'll be Cliff. Am I? No, I think I'm just Garcia. Neo Arc International Airport. Dr. Ryan and Dr. Ellis. A terrorist attack breaks out. Protect Dr. Ryan. So you can see I've got my reticle on screen there, so always know where it's pointing. And it's an auto weapon as well. Is this game quiet compared to the others? It sounds very quiet compared to the others. But the accuracy in this game doesn't matter as much You don't have to worry about ammo. And you don't have to worry about aiming down sights too much. You just point the gun and it does the magic for you. The reason I like the Steel Gunner games is because the levels are all really imaginative. Got nice big chunky enemies to shoot at. It is really quiet. Yes, that's weird. Okay, let's up the volume a bit. Obviously the pedal, she does nothing. Oh, I think I just shot I shot a civilian there. The pedal, she does nothing in this one. I think the pedal is literally only there for Time Crisis. Screw you, rockets! Oh, yeah. That's a lot of rockets! These guys really are going for some overkill here. Go, wah! Oh, I think I got a civilian there. Honestly, these are the... Whoa. I was taking some damage. These are the most futuristic cyborg terrorists I've ever seen. Whoa. Rockets! So, in terms of accuracy, I'm closing my eye, my left eye, and aiming down the right eye, as I did during the calibration setup. And it's fairly accurately portraying where the reticle is. Maybe a little bit to the right, but I might be to do with the way the screen scrolls. Press A for missiles, says Force of Nature. Say what? Holy shit! I wasted a couple of quid there not knowing that. Nice. I've got no missiles now. Oh, I've run out of missiles now. That's awesome though. Okay, so there is a... I've played this a few times and didn't know about the missiles. This one, this is definitely would be a fun one to play in 2 players. I'm taking lots of damage. Boom! Killed it. Killed it good. Oh, look at those chunky sprites. Don't burn me, dude! Ah! Good thing about this one is because you can see where your reticle is, you can give your arms a bit of a rest. Not exactly the comfiest playing this for 45 minutes with your arm outstretched. It's the feds! Act 1 is over. Do 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 do. Do do do. The terrorists have occupied something. Bar. Eat a dick. This music's badass. Hurrah. I like these first-person segments. Oh, I forgot about the rockets again. Fuck it, I shot her in the head. We're going for multiple friendly casualties now. Next human I see, I'm shooting him with a rocket. I've got 3 rockets. I'm saving them. Oh, you don't think you can actually kill them? I think they just scream and run off. Nice, that rocket messed them right up. Oh, don't fist me. A lot of damage without even realizing it. R.I.P. scientists, says Gavin. Rest in pieces, scientists. Dweebs. Alright, let's try out Steel Gunner 2. So we hold down the coin button to go back to the game select menu. Steel Gunner 2. Doo-doo. Welcome to a big boot up screen. Whoa. Fancy. This is some excellent anime style sci-fi opening action. This reminds me of Super Probotector, Cybernator on the Super Nintendo. Steel Gunner 2. Okay, I'm not gonna bother with the accuracy thing this time. Yeah, I'm sure I can deal with the looking at it on screen. Oh no, all those police cars, absolutely fucked up. This game, I remember this game has quite a bit of motion to it. Yeah. Boom! Into the shopping centre. I'm gonna go and buy some boots at Leather Feet. Wink and Mop It! The hell is that shop selling? There's some rockets. Oops, said Bojangles. Said don't shoot, and then I absolutely shot them. I love all the colours and just the futuristic designs of things. You can smash the glass. This game's honestly Steel Gunner 2. It's probably my favourite on the whole box. Turn your brain off, blow up some aliens. Don't have to get too bothered about any accuracy issues. And you can shoot dudes. Oh shit, I didn't mean to shoot her then. Firing some rockets. Look at that. Just down the street we go. Kill a rocket. They look like F-Zero cars, these things. Fire some rockets at them. Wait. Yeah, really kinetic gameplay. That's just hammering through these Tokyo streets up into the... You know, we've gone from a department store setting to the streets to smashing through the bottom of a motorway up onto the road. What are we doing? Oh, that button. There's literally no point taking your finger off the trigger in this game because everything comes at you so fast. Well, probably doing a bit too much collateral damage here on people's cars. Yes, I'm saving the world from evil alien terrorists, but I'm really, really screwing people's car insurance claims. Yes, dead. It be dead. Ah, the town was badly damaged. I wonder whose fault that was. Today's grievances. Oh man, I'm getting told off. Guess shooting those cars was a bad idea. Damage analysis. Parts made by Delta. The arms dealer were found in the wreckage. Maybe they're not aliens then. Gone off! Whoa, wizard dude. So now we're hurtling down a subway. Whoa! Can't believe I managed to avoid that guy. This music is insane. It's very hard to avoid damage in this game. Definitely a made-for-arcade game where they want you to pump in as much money as possible by making it super solid. Oops, sorry dude. Right in the centre parting. Skateboarding lass! Surprised I didn't accidentally shoot her. Accidentally. Shot that guy's torso off. Nice. What the hell? Oh my god, that whole building collapsed. What was it? Ooh, it's this wizard man. Yes. Diddle-diddle-diddle, diddle-diddle-diddle. Oh yeah, boom, 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 boom. It's me smashing up the town again. Yeah, really, like, I'm not even aiming down the sights of the gun at this point. I'm just, like, holding it to my chest and moving the sight around like that, so... Yeah, accuracy issue's not too much of a big deal with Steel the Gunner. Normal vision active. Oh no! Do-do-do-do. Ian is cool. Ian is cool. Do-do-do-do. Ian is cool. Yeah, take that and shut his limbs off. Big rockets. Took out some pipe work there. It's going to be bad if that was a sewage pipe. Oh, spraying water everywhere now. Oh Christ. The chief is going to bollock me. Fire some more rockets. This goes cool. Do-do-do-do. Ian is cool. Again, I love these changes in perspective. Very awesome effects for a pixel art style arcade shooter. Gone off. Oh. Hello. A weapon supply. Oh, getting more missiles. Thank you. We've got a fix on them. Go get them. Will do. Oh. Seaside. Shit. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Have some rockets. Boom. Rockets basically clear out the screen. Woo-woo. Oh no! Oh, there's a lot. Right, fuck you and your jet skis. Absolutely battered. Not as visually exciting, this one. Oh, they're headed for that. They are headed for that island. It's Delta's weapon factory. Who put traffic cones in the sea? Have some rockets, dickheads. Da-da-da-da-da. Are we near the island, the island? Oh yeah, there it is. There's an ominous mechanical island. Yeah. Slap bass. Love me a bit of slap bass. These guys on pogo sticks. Just having the best time until I killed them. Oh, he just clawed me. Tore me a new one, he did. Oh no! I shot a dude. He's so angry at me. He's having a tantrum like a baby. Alright, it's been an hour. I think we've seen enough of the game. Plug and Play Time Crisis Ultimate Edition. So, what game over? What is the final verdict? It's fun. It's very fun to play. The peripherals themselves feel good, solid, well built. Love the size of the console. The packaging is really nice, like premium packaging for the Ultimate Edition. You've got the little extra bits like the diorama here, which just make it feel a bit more premium and special, like a collector's edition. So all those positive points, the game's included and a good fun as well. But the negatives are quite negative for people who are light gun game aficionados. And that is the fact, one, that the aiming is a bit inconsistent, although Game have said that they are going to be working on a patch or an update to help fix those accuracy issues that many Kickstarter backers are complaining about on Reddit threads. The other downside, the other big downside is that this is limited to 4 games only, with no plans to do updates. Like Game have said they don't have any plans to update or put any new games on as yet. Whether that, they get some licenses in the future, or they just, they sell a whole different console with different games on, who knows. I would be surprised if they don't do another one of these, maybe a Mark II or a version 2 or one with Time Crisis 2 and some extra games on, just because this one made so much money from Kickstarter. Like the backer, the what was it? What's said? It was like £70,000 was the initial target, and they made over £850,000 or something like that. So they've sold so many on Kickstarter alone. Plus, these are on sale retail now. They'll make money off it. So yeah, hopefully they'll support this original one with updates and potentially maybe some game updates as well. That'd be great. Again, I don't know how easy that will be, considering there's no Wi-Fi or anything in the console itself. But that's for Game to decide, not me. But yeah, the limited selection of games is probably quite a minus point, especially considering the price, £200. Yes, the Ultimate Edition has premium packaging, nice collector's bits, and really good builds on the pedal and the guns and everything. But £200 is still a lot of money when you've only got 4 games to play, and those 4 games can be completed fairly swiftly because you can just pump your your coins in with the button, smash through the games. I could imagine this. At best, like someone who loves light gun games playing it maybe once an evening for every week or something. But I think a lot of people will plug it in, maybe like get like 2 or 3 days worth out of it, and then be like, gathering dust now. So yeah, if you've got a lot of disposable income, it's a fun kind of Christmassy thing that you can play. I don't know about the longevity. It's definitely, it needs some kind of way to add more games to it. It definitely needs that little firmware patch to up the accuracy a bit. Whether the extra games are done officially or by people tinkering with the box, who knows? But I'm sure something will happen along those lines. Anyway, and yes, the Ultimate Edition does come with 2 guns. Seems cool, but a bit pricey for what it is with the initial calibration issues, says Tyler Tag. I don't think there's feedback, says Tatapian. Is that, by feedback, do you mean like gun vibration? I don't know if you can hear that. There's a gentle vibration in the gun. That's the feedback. That's the extent of the vibration, the recoil effect. Just a light vibration, because it probably, as Dog Party Guy says, it probably interferes with the AI in there a bit. So yeah, I enjoy it. I don't think it's perfect. I really think if you're gonna spend that much money on it, you should wait for a firmware update or a Mark II where they've ironed out some of the issues, because there are a lot of dedicated light gun fans complaining about this in Reddit threads. I mean, just search for it on Reddit and you'll see lots of threads about accuracy issues and things like that. There's people that say, some people say, I'm not having too many issues at all, but yeah, there are a lot of people complaining. So yeah, just be aware of that before you sink your money in. If you're short cash, if you've won the lottery and you don't give a fuck, then you buy 10, send them out to some friends. But yeah, thank you very much everybody for checking out this kind of live well, not really first impressions because I played it a bit already, but live review-ish of the game Plug and Play Time Crisis gun pack. It's what? I don't even know what this thing's called. Game Plug and Play Gun for Modern Displays is the official title. I don't know. Weird. Anyway, it's been fun. I've had some good fun getting some retro shooting action onto the screens for you. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. If you did, please do give this live stream a like and subscribe to Eurogamer for almost daily videos about video games. Got a little nostalgic piece coming up tomorrow about Perfect Dark Zero. Might not be as bad as everyone seems to think it is. That's part of the Xbox 360 20th anniversary celebrations thing. We've got Zoe is up with something on Thursday about Silent Hill F. I think Jim has a video for Friday. So plenty of stuff here coming up on Eurogamer. So yeah, subscribe and that. Bye!